A day in my life. I wake up every morning to a gentle light that creeps in through my bedroom window. The soft rays of the rising sun blend with the quiet hum of the city outside, and I slowly open my eyes. My day always begins with a moment of calm. As I stretch my arms and legs, I remind myself that each day is a new opportunity, a blank page on which I can write my own story. Morning. The first moments. The alarm clock on my bedside table rings cheerfully at exactly 6:30 a.m. I do not feel rushed. I take a deep breath, sit up and rub my eyes. I love this time of day when everything is quiet and peaceful. I sit for a few minutes and think about what I need to do. My mind wanders through a gentle meditation on gratitude. I am thankful for my warm bed, for the comfort of my room, and for the promise of a fresh start. I slip out of bed and walk to the bathroom. The cool tile floor greets my bare feet. I splash water on my face and the sensation wakes me up completely. In the mirror, I see my reflection. A person ready to face the challenges and small joys of the day ahead. I brush my teeth carefully, each stroke of the brush a reminder of self-care. I then comb my hair and for a brief moment, I admire the simple beauty of the ordinary. After my personal grooming, I head back to the kitchen where the aroma of freshly brewed coffee fills the air. I like to start my day with a warm cup of coffee. The aroma is inviting and reminds me of home and comfort. As I wait for the coffee to be ready, I prepare a light breakfast. Today it is a bowl of oatmeal sprinkled with a few berries and a drizzle of honey. I sit at the small kitchen table by the window, watching the sun slowly climb higher in the sky. Outside, birds chirp happily and I can see the silhouettes of people beginning their day too. While eating, I glance over my notebook where I have jotted down my plans for the day. My daily routine is simple yet full of small details that matter. A to-do list, a few encouraging notes, and sometimes a quote that inspires me. I remind myself that a day well started is a day half won. I then sip my coffee slowly, enjoying each warm gulp as I plan my first tasks. The journey to work. By 7:30 a.m. I am ready to leave. I grab my bag and my umbrella. It is not always sunny and I have learned to be prepared for rain. The walk to the bus stop is short but pleasant. As I step outside, I notice the cool air and the refreshing breeze that signals the beginning of a new day. I greet my neighbors with a smile and a nod. These small interactions remind me that the world is full of friendly faces, even in the hustle and bustle of daily life. At the bus stop, I join a few others who are waiting for the bus. We exchange small talk about the weather and our plans for the day. The bus arrives with a gentle screech and I board it, finding a seat near the window. I like to watch the city pass by, the familiar streets, the local shops, and the quiet parks. The rhythm of the bus ride is like a moving meditation, each stop a gentle reminder of the many lives that cross paths each day. During the ride, I often listen to soft music or a short podcast that inspires me. Today, I choose a short motivational speech that reminds me to focus on my goals and to keep moving forward, one step at a time. The words resonate within me as I think about my work and the tasks ahead. At the office. By 8:15 a.m., I arrive at my workplace. A small but lively office in the heart of the city. I greet my colleagues warmly as I pass by. The office is a mix of quiet workspaces and small clusters of people collaborating on projects. Each person is busy in their own way, contributing to a shared purpose. I settle into my desk, place my bag down, and start up my computer. My workday begins with checking my emails and reviewing my schedule. The tasks for the day are laid out before me, and I feel both excitement and a gentle pressure to do my best. I write down a few key points on a sticky note and place it on my monitor. A little reminder to stay focused and to approach my work with enthusiasm. My first meeting of the day is a team brainstorming session. We gather in a small conference room, and the energy in the room is positive. We discuss new ideas for a project that we are all passionate about. I listen carefully to my colleagues' suggestions, contribute my own thoughts, and leave the meeting feeling inspired and ready to tackle the work ahead. Back at my desk, I work on a series of small tasks: drafting emails, reviewing documents, and making a few phone calls. The routine is steady and comforting. I take short breaks in between tasks, stretching my arms and resting my eyes. One of my favorite moments is when I get a quick smile from a colleague or receive a kind word in passing. These small interactions make the work environment feel supportive and kind. At around 10:30 a.m., I step out for a brief walk around the building. The walk helps clear my mind and gives me a moment to reflect on what I have achieved so far. I notice the sounds of the city, distant chatter, the hum of vehicles, and even the occasional dog barking happily. These little details remind me that life is happening all around me, even as I am immersed in my own work. Lunchtime reflections. At noon, it is time for lunch. A moment of pause in the busy day. I usually prefer to eat in a small cafeteria within the office building, where I can relax with a few colleagues. Today I have a simple lunch of a sandwich, a salad, and a piece of fruit. As we sit together, we chat about our plans for the weekend, share funny stories from our mornings, and laugh at small shared jokes. These moments of camaraderie are as refreshing as the food itself. After eating, I like to take a short walk outside to enjoy some fresh air. The city in the midday is vibrant, with people moving about their business and the sun shining brightly overhead. I find that these short breaks help me return to work with renewed energy and a clear mind. I remind myself that balance is essential. Even a busy day must include moments of rest and reflection. The afternoon, focus and flow. Back at my desk, the afternoon is dedicated to more concentrated work. I often have a project that requires deep focus, researching, writing reports, or preparing a presentation. I find that during this time, my mind works like a well-oiled machine. The quiet hum of the office, the soft tapping of keyboards, and the occasional murmur of conversation all blend into a background that helps me concentrate. Today I work on a presentation for a new project. I start by outlining the key points and then gradually fill in each section with data, analysis, and thoughtful insights. As I work, I lose myself in the flow of ideas. Sometimes I even forget the passage of time. It is in these moments that I feel most connected to my work. A sense of purpose that keeps me motivated and driven. I occasionally glance at the clock, noting that the afternoon has passed quickly. Before I know it, I have completed a significant portion of the project. There is a sense of satisfaction in seeing progress, however small. I save my work, take a few deep breaths, and allow myself a moment to appreciate the small victories that add up over the day. Late afternoon, a shift in energy. Around 3:30 p.m. as the day starts to wind down, there is a noticeable shift in energy. The office becomes quieter as people prepare to wrap up their tasks. I use this time to review my work, tidy up my desk, and set my priorities for the next day. I like to think of the late afternoon as a time for reflection, a moment to assess what I have accomplished and to plan for what lies ahead. I make a list of tasks that remain unfinished and note any ideas that emerge during the day. This list helps me transition smoothly from work mode to personal time. As the final meeting of the day ends, I exchange goodbyes with my colleagues, feeling grateful for the collaboration and support we share. Evening, returning home. After a long but fulfilling day at work, I leave the office at around 5:30 p.m. The walk back home is different from the morning commute. The city now feels softer, the lights brighter, and the pace more relaxed. I enjoy this time alone, an opportunity to reflect on the day and to mentally prepare for the evening ahead. At home, I change into comfortable clothes. The moment I step through my front door, I feel a sense of relief. I take off my shoes, hang up my coat, and settle into the familiar comfort of my living room. The transition from the busy work environment to the peaceful sanctuary of home is gentle and restorative. I start by preparing dinner, a simple yet satisfying meal. Tonight, I make a vegetable stir-fry with rice, a dish that is both nourishing and easy to cook. The process of chopping vegetables, heating the wok, and stirring in the sauce is almost meditative. I appreciate the vibrant colors of the vegetables and the fresh aromas that fill the kitchen. While cooking, I listen to soft music that soothes my mind. Sometimes I invite a friend or family member to join me, and we share a pleasant conversation over dinner. Today, I sit down at the table with a close friend and we talk about our days, our dreams, and the little things that make life beautiful. We laugh about small mishaps and share our plans for future adventures. The conversation flows naturally, reminding me that connection is one of the richest parts of life. After dinner, I clean up the kitchen and move to a quiet corner of my home, a comfortable chair by the window with a view of the starry sky. This is my favorite time of the day. The evening is filled with calm and quiet. I take a book from the shelf and lose myself in a story, or sometimes I write in my journal. My journal is where I record my thoughts, feelings, and reflections. It is a safe space for my inner voice, a place where I can be honest with myself about the day's challenges and triumphs. Nighttime, a moment of reflection. As night deepens, I feel the day slowly winding to a close. I spend some time reading a novel, a book that takes me to distant lands and introduces me to characters whose lives are full of wonder and mystery. The quiet rustle of pages and the soft glow of my bedside lamp create a cocoon of tranquility. I often read for an hour or more, allowing the story to carry me away into a world of imagination. When the clock nears 10:30 p.m., I prepare for bed. I change into my pajamas, brush my teeth, and dim the lights. I lie in bed for a few minutes, thinking back on the day. I reflect on the small moments of joy, the friendly conversation with my neighbor, the focused work at the office, the warmth of a shared meal, and the quiet comfort of my favorite book. Each moment, no matter how ordinary, is a thread in the tapestry of my life. Before I drift off to sleep, I like to plan for the next day. I review my goals and tasks, writing down a short list of things I hope to achieve. This simple act of planning fills me with hope and excitement for tomorrow. I tell myself that every new day brings a chance to learn, grow, and experience something new. The beauty of routine. My daily routine may seem ordinary, a cycle of waking up, working, and resting, but I have come to appreciate its quiet beauty. In the routine, I find stability and balance. Every moment, from the simple pleasure of a warm cup of coffee to the satisfaction of a day well spent, is a reminder that life is made up of small, precious moments. I realize that routine does not mean boredom. Instead, it is the foundation upon which creativity and dreams are built. In my routine, I learn about discipline and patience. I learn that every day is a building block and that over time the small efforts I make add up to a meaningful and fulfilling life. Sometimes I allow myself to break the routine and try something new. A different route on the bus, a new dish for dinner, or a spontaneous conversation with a stranger. These moments of change are refreshing and remind me that while routine gives life structure, spontaneity adds its sparkle. Lessons from my daily life. Looking back over many days like this, I have learned valuable lessons. I have learned that success is not measured by grand gestures or dramatic changes, but by the small, consistent efforts that form our days. I have learned that taking time to care for myself, through quiet reflection, healthy habits, and meaningful connections, is essential for living a balanced life. I have also learned that each day carries its own challenges. Sometimes the morning feels too early, the workload too heavy, or the problems too many. But I have learned to face these challenges with determination and a calm heart. I remind myself that even on difficult days, there are moments of beauty. A kind smile from a stranger, a ray of sunlight breaking through the clouds, or a shared laugh with a friend. Each evening, as I close my eyes and drift into sleep, I carry with me the lessons of the day. I dream of tomorrow with hope, knowing that every sunrise brings a fresh start. I trust that even in the quiet rhythm of my daily routine, there is a world of opportunities waiting to be discovered. The promise of tomorrow. In the stillness of the night, when the city sleeps and my mind is quiet, I think about the future. I imagine the days to come, each one a new chance to learn, to grow, and to embrace life with open arms. I know that my routine will continue to evolve, that I will find new ways to challenge myself and new paths to happiness. The simple act of living each day with intention fills me with a sense of purpose. I understand now that life is not always about exciting adventures or dramatic changes. Often, it is found in the quiet moments. The first sip of coffee in the morning, the sound of the bus on a calm street, the gentle rustle of pages in a book, and the soft hum of a night spent in reflection. This is my daily routine. A story of simple moments woven together to create a life that is rich in meaning and gratitude. I have come to love the routine for what it is. A constant, a familiar friend that grounds me in the present and gives me the strength to face each new day with a smile. As I write these words, I think of all the days that have come and gone. Each day has added a new layer to my story. A story not filled with dramatic twists but with the beauty of ordinary life. In the rhythm of my routine, I find that life is full of hidden wonders and quiet miracles. I hope that by sharing my daily routine, others might find inspiration to appreciate their own lives. Whether you wake up early to greet the sunrise or enjoy the quiet moments before sleep, every day is an opportunity to create something beautiful. In the everyday there is art, there is poetry, and there is hope. And so, as I close this chapter of my day and prepare for another, I carry with me the simple truth that life is made up of these small moments. Each day, each routine, each breath is a chance to begin again, to love, to learn, and to live with a full and grateful heart.